Uncle was a runner in the summer of '83. 14 years old with a paper bag and a guarantee. Grandmother knew that's the part they leave out of the movie. She knew and she needed it, and the shame is what it grew into. Money bought the window when the window got broke. Money bought the turkey and the coke and the smoke. Nobody in my family ever called it a career. They called it helping out, and helping out lasted 40 years.
Uncle was a runner.
Now his nephew runs the same.
Uncle was a runner.
Different decades, same lane. 3 generations, 4 blocks, and nobody changed the game.
Uncle was a runner.
And I got his name. They gave me the corner at 12, like an heirloom watch, handed down with instructions and a story in a lock. I was good at it, that's the thing nobody wants to hear. I was organized, I was careful, I was calm, I was clear. Made more at 14 than my mother made at 40, and every dollar was a sentence that was writing itself for me. Uncle did 11 years and came home to the corner, sat on the same milk crate like the crate had been the morning.
Uncle was a runner.
Whoa, now his nephew runs the same.
Uncle was a runner.
Different decades, same lane. 3 generations, 4 blocks, and nobody changed the game.
Uncle was a runner.
And I got his name. He grabbed my wrist last April, hardest he ever touched me. Said you're the smart one, and the smart one is the one that costs the most. Said I did 11 years, so you could have a choice. And you turned my sentence into a job. And then he lost his voice. 61 years old, crying on the milk crate in the daylight. And I gave the corner to nobody, I just left it there that night. Enrolled in the community college on a Wednesday afternoon. First man in my family to owe money to a school.
Uncle was a runner.
And his nephew is a student.
Uncle was a runner.
And he paid for it in prudence. 3 generations, 4 blocks, and the 4th one's gonna move.
Uncle was a runner.
And I kept his name. Yeah. She clocks in at midnight in a bedroom that's an office. Ring light on a tripod where a bookshelf used to bother us. 200 subscribers, then 1,000, then the schedule. And the schedule is a boss, even when the boss is the mirror. I do the books, that's my job. I'm the boyfriend in the ledger. I chase the chargebacks, file the taxes, block the ones who get too eager. People think it's easy money, cause it's money without leaving. It's a factory with one worker, and the product is her evening. Camera never blinks, so she never gets to. Camera never blinks, and it wants a little new. Every month a little more than what the last month drew. Camera never blinks, and neither do you. Parents dead, dad's dead. Mother's got a surgery. Every honest thing that money did, I do it all again. Certainly, but the algorithm's a landlord and the rent goes up in secret. What got you paid in April is a young by the 11th. So she goes a little further, and a little's never little. In the comments, learn the limits and then push against the middle. I said we could stop, she said, and do what? Exactly. And there wasn't an answer in the room, and that's the trap. Factual never blinks, so she never gets to. Camera never blinks, and it wants a little new. Every month a little more than what the last month drew. Camera never blinks, and neither do you. I found a house, not a threat of delivery, flowers and note. Knew the street from a window, reflection in a video she wrote. Office nothing, police took a report and shrugged their shoulders. That night she sat on the floor and she got a whole lot older. We moved in 11 days, new town, new likes, new number. And she kept the job, hear me, she kept it but on her terms and her hours. Took the face out of the frame, sells a voice now and a story. Makes half as much and sleeps entire nights, and that's the glory. Camera never blinks, so she taught it how to close. Camera never blinks, but she picked up the remote. Every month a little less than what the market wants to quote. Camera never blinks, and she finally wrote the note. She said it's just content, it's a business, it's a page. I said I know, and I meant it at the time. Now I'm 999 deep in the woman that I live with. Scrolling through a version of a body I don't get. Same tattoo, same freckles, same the way she tilts her chin. But she smiles at the lens like she never smiled at him. Him is me, I'm the him. That's the part that's hard to swallow. I'm a subscriber in my own apartment, and tomorrow I'll renew the subscription. I keep paying for a stranger with your face. The subscription. I keep paying for the parts you won't replace. Cancel, renew, cancel, renew. I do it every month the same. The subscription, and I'm the one to blame. Yeah. Rent's paid, cars paid, mama's surgery is paid. Every honest number in our life, she went and made. So who am I to sit here with my jealousy and pride? A man who couldn't cover half of what she covered on the side. But the camera sees a Tuesday and I only get the Sunday. And Sunday's getting quiet and the quiet's getting hungry. She asked me what's the matter, I said nothing, babe, I'm good. First lie I ever told her, and I told it like I should. The subscription, I keep paying for a stranger with your face. The subscription, I keep paying for the parts you won't replace. Cancel, renew, cancel, renew. I do it every month the same. The subscription, and I'm the one to blame. Found her crying in the bathroom with the ring light still on. Said the comments got to her, said she can't do this too long. And I realized the woman I was jealous of don't exist. She's a costume with a login and a bruise beneath the wrist. So I canceled not the page can feed us both. I canceled the account, I kept a spy on my own. Told her what I did, she laughed until she cried and said you paid to watch me lie when I was lying next to you in bed. Subscription, I ain't paying for a stranger with your face. The subscription, I'll take the woman that the money can't replace. Cancel, I won't renew it either way. The subscription, I let it lapse today. "41 numbers in the phone that isn't mine. No names on any of them, just a letter and a time. K at 9 M on Sundays, B whenever B is breathing. 11 months of a business built entirely on leaving. Never sold the kids, that's my line, I say it proudly. Never sold the kids, like a man reciting his own eulogy. Because the ones I sell, they had a first time, and somebody told themselves the same thing, and that somebody was somebody. The cut-off number, I'm deleting one tonight. The cut-off number, and the room gets quiet, right? 41 names that ain't names, going out like a light. The cut-off number, I'm gonna get it right. Started it for tuition, that's the truest thing I'll tell you. Finished it for nothing, cause the tuition never went through. Now it's just the rhythm, and the rhythm is the danger. A man can quit a reason, but he can't quit a schedule. D texted Tuesday, said her sister's getting married. Said she's clean 4 months now, said the phone still made her worry. So she asked me, please don't answer if I call. That's the heaviest thing anybody ever asked at all. The cut-off number, I'm deleting one tonight. The cut-off number, and the room gets quiet, right? 41 names that ain't names, going out like a light. The cut-off number, I'm gonna get it right. Get D first and K, then the ones I didn't like, then the ones who pay on time, and that one took a night. Got the number 40 and the last one is my own. The number I've been calling when I needed something known. Sat there with the battery, in the river, in the bridge, and I didn't make a speech about it, and I didn't make a pitch. Dropped it, watched it 22 seconds till it's gone. Walked home with 2 empty hands for the first time since I was young. The cut-off number, there ain't a number left to call. The cut-off number, and the room ain't quiet at all. 41 names that were people, and I finally heard them all. The cut-off number, that was mine to fall. Parking lot's a decision, and I make it every Friday. Keys in my right hand, phone in my left, and the highway. 2 drinks in, I'm honest. 3 drinks in, I'm funny. 4 drinks in, I'm a man who thinks the yellow line is running. Wife texts you good, and I text back on my way. And the lie is only 8 miles long, so I let the lie stay. 12 years I made it. 12 years is a record. 12 years is just a number that a bad night can correct. 2 drinks from home, that's the longest road I know. 2 drinks from home, and the light turns green real slow. Everybody's fine, everybody's fine, everybody's fine till they go. 2 drinks from home, and I still got miles to go. Bartender's a good man, cuts me off around 11. So I switched to the place on 9th when nobody's counting 7. That's the tell right there. A man who shops around for mercy ain't looking for a drink no more, he's looking for a jury. Kids got a game Saturday, I said I'll be there early, and I will be, I always am, just quiet and a little surly. Ain't never hit nobody, ain't never even close. That's the sentence that I say the most, and that's the one that's most. 2 drinks from home, that's the longest road I know. 2 drinks from home, and the light turns green real slow. Everybody's fine, everybody's fine, everybody's fine till they go. 2 drinks from home, and I still got miles to go. Saw a woman on the shoulder with a blanket and a cruiser, and a car that used to be a car, and a man who used to use her. Wasn't me, could've been me. Same road, same hour, same 4 drinks, same 8 miles, same borrowed power. Sat there in my truck till the ambulance was gone. Called my wife and said come get me, and I couldn't say what's wrong. She didn't ask a question, drove the 8 miles in the dark, and I have not had a Friday since that started in a bar. 2 drinks from home, somebody else can drive it now. 2 drinks from home, I don't need to know how. Everybody's fine, everybody's fine till the one time they're not. 2 drinks from home, that's all the road I got. Four in the morning on the Detox wing is a country of its own. Nobody sleeps, everybody's polite, and everybody's alone. Guy in 11 was a pharmacist, knows every single molecule, knew exactly what it does, and did it, and that's the cruelest school. Woman down the hall's a judge, sentencement for what she's on. She said the word hypocrite before I even thought it, and she's gone. By Thursday back to a bench, and she'll do it clean or she won't. And the nurse says y'all ain't different. And I laughed and then I don't. Detox wing at 4, where the lion doesn't work. Detox wing at 4, and the fluorescent doesn't hurt as much as the arithmetic of everything it costs. Detox wing at 4, counting what I lost. Everybody's got the story of the thing that made them start, and every single story's true, and not a one of them's the heart. Mine's a shoulder, mine's a doctor, mine's a script and then a habit. Mine's my daughter's second birthday that I watched on a tablet, and I could tell it beautiful. I've had to practice in the years. I can make you cry about it, that's a skill I've engineered. Nurse don't want the story, nurse wants the vitals in the water. Nurse says tell it to the group, then tell it shorter. Detox wing at 4, where the lion doesn't work. Detox wing at 4, and the fluorescent doesn't hurt as much as the arithmetic of everything it costs. Detox wing at 4, counting what I lost. Ay, day 9, the shakes are done, and the world comes back in color. Which is worse, cause now I have to look at it, and I have to be the father of a girl who's turning 9 and has a whole apartment of a mother who did every single thing alone and never once said brother. I call, she picked up first ring. That's the part that breaks me. First ring after everything. She never stopped waiting to be taken seriously by a man who kept on choosing not to be one. I said I'm on day 9. She said okay, call me on day 21. Detox wing at 4, and the lion finally stopped. Detox wing at 4, and I counted what it cost. Every hour on the corridor, and a phone and a first ring. Detox wing at 4, that's where I start counting. And this girl don't care. Scale sits on the counter where the cereal should be. Digital, 2 decimals, more honest than my family. 0.8 for the regulars, 0.7 for the strangers, 0.9 for my cousin, cause my cousin knows the dangers. I don't use it, never did, that's the line I keep. Tell myself a merchant ain't the same thing as a thief, but I know the 17 names, and I know which ones are sinking, and I hand it to them anyway, and tell myself I'm thinking. Powder on the scale, and the scale don't care. Powder on the scale, whose birthday, whose prayer? 0.8, 0.9, point whatever gets you there. Powder on the scale, and the scale don't care. Mrs. Okafor's son came Tuesday. He's 19 and he's shaking. I said I'm out, come back Friday. That's the only mercy I'm making. He found somebody else by 9, and I heard about it later. So my mercy bought him 3 hours in a worst cut operator. That's the math nobody tells you when you're standing in the middle. You ain't the flood, you a faucet, and the difference is little. Rent's paid, sister's tuition, mother's oxygen machine. Every good thing in my life got a fingerprint of green. Powder on the scale, and the scale don't care. Powder on the scale, whose birthday, whose prayer? 0.8, 0.9, point whatever gets you there. Powder on the scale, and the scale don't care. Mrs. Okafor found me at the laundromat in April. Didn't yell, didn't cry, just asked me was it painful. I said, ma'am, I wasn't there. She said, I know exactly where you were. You were standing at a counter with a number and a customer. She said, I don't want your money and I don't want you in prison. I want you at the funeral so you know what the decision is. I went sat in the back 19 years in the photograph. Came home, took the scale and I broke it in the bath. Powder on the scale, there ain't no scale no more. Oh, powder on the scale, I know what the number's for. 0.8, 0.9, a boy who don't turn 20 anymore. Powder on the scale, I don't keep score. Yeah. 9 a.m. courtroom full and I'm wearing this good tie. Cause the good tie's in my closet since the last time he had to try. Public defenders got 11 files and mine is number 7. She's good, she's tired, she's 29 and she's outnumbered 11. Prosecutor doesn't look up, judge just heard the story. And my brother sits there straight back, like the straightness is the glory. Same mother, same hallway, same church, same shoes. He took a left at 17, and I don't know when I chose my brother's court date. I take the day off every time. My brother's court date. Same blood, different line. 2 boys, 1 hallway. One of us walked out fine. My brother's court date. And the difference ain't the spine. People love a story where the good one made it out. Like the good one had a compass and the other had a doubt. Truth is I got seen a teacher, caught me in the stairwell, said you're better than this hour. And nobody said that to dare up. Same week he got suspended, I got put in the program. 1 adult, 1 decision, 1 door, and there it ran. He ain't lazy, he ain't evil, he ain't nothing I'm not. He's just what happens to a boy when the sin is the thing he never got. My brother's court date. I take the day off every time. Oh, my brother's court date. Same blood, different line. 2 boys, 1 hallway. One of us walked out fine. My brother's court date. And the difference ain't the spine. Judge gave him 18 months and asked did he have support. And I stood up in the courtroom and I said I'm his support. Said I drive it every visit, said I hold a job for him. Said your honor, I'm the program and the program's just to him. He looked back at me once and he mouthed you didn't have to. And I mouthed back somebody saw me so I'm here to have to. 18 months is not forever, 18 months is a hallway. And I'm gonna stand at the end of it like a teacher in a stairwell. My brother's court date. I'll take the day off every time. Oh, my brother's court date. Same blood, same line. 2 boys, 1 hallway. And I'm walking back inside. My brother's court date. I'm the one who saw him this time. Trees up, lights are crooked, and my daughter did the star. 7 years old and she's proud of it, and I'm proud of where we are. Which is here, which is running, which is fine, which is standing, which is me in the bathroom at 11 with my hand in a cabinet. 2 left, 2 is Christmas Eve and Christmas morning. 2 is the arithmetic that runs behind the warming. She don't know a thing, that's the whole entire point. The best gift I give my daughter is a father in one joint. Percocet Christmas, and the snow don't know the difference. Percocet Christmas, and I'm present for the presents. 2 left, 2 days, 2 versions of a man in a mirror. Percocet Christmas, and the tree still looks clearer. Doctor cut me off in August, said the surgery was over, and he's writing he's a good man, and I've been a good soldier. About finding other doctors, other counties, other stories. Which is work, which is planning, which is 9 months of my glory. I built a whole career inside a thing I said was temporary. In the resume is bathrooms, and the salary is scary. Wrapped a bike in midnight with my hands not working right, and I sat under the tree and I said, God, not tonight. They said Christmas, and the snow don't know the difference. Percocet Christmas, and I'm present for the presents. 2 left, 2 days, 2 versions of a man in a mirror. Percocet Christmas, and the tree still looks clearer. Christmas morning, she comes down and she don't go to the bite. She comes and puts her hands on both my cheeks and holds me tight. Says, Daddy, you were sad last night, I heard you on the floor, and I want the thing I asked for, and it isn't in a store. 7 years old, 7, and she asked for me. Didn't know the word for what I am, just knew the vacancy. I flushed them both while she was riding circles in the drive, and I called the number on the fridge at 9:05. Percocet Christmas, hey, that's the last one on the calendar. Percocet Christmas, and my daughter is the challenger. 0 left, 1 day, 1 version of a man in a mirror. Percocet Christmas, and the morning came in clearer.
Same lot, same spot, same 11:15. Same prayer with my hands on the wheel like a scene. Lord, if you want me to stop, then don't let the door be open. And the door is always open, Lord, and I think that's you joking. 9 years sober, once 9, and I want that on the record. I know exactly how it's done, which is the part that makes it wretched. A man who's never done it has a mountain and a map. A man who's done it once already knows the mountain's just a lap.
Make a stop prayer.
I say it in the lie.
Make a stop prayer.
Then I spend what I got. God don't answer quick enough for a man who's already bought.
Make a stop prayer.
Amen in a shot. Yeah. Said I'm not gonna be a warden, I'm just gonna be a wife. And that's worse, that is so much worse than a warden. Cause now every single bottle is a thing that I have chosen. Daughter texts me photographs of a grandchild I ain't held. Cause I said give me a month and I've been saying it for 12. Boss knows, doctor knows, the guy behind the counter knows my brand and says good evening like a priest who stopped the counting.
Liquor store prayer.
I say it in a lie.
Liquor store prayer.
Then I spend what I got. God don't answer
Quick enough.
for a man who's already born.
Liquor store prayer.
Tonight the kid behind the counter's new, and he's maybe 20. He rings me up and says, sir, you okay? You coming a lot is all. No judgment in it, nothing sharp, just a boy who noticed. And I stood there with my hand on a bottle and I couldn't move. 9 years, I had 9 years, and a boy asking a question. Put it back on the shelf, walked out, sat in the lot and wept. Called my daughter, said I wanna hold him and I need help first. And she said, Daddy, I've been waiting by the phone for that verse.
Liquor store prayer.
I said it in the lie.
Liquor store prayer.
And tonight the answer got through a kid with the question and the shell and the thought.
Liquor store prayer.
Amen, and I stop.
Snow came down on the 14th, 20 inches overnight. My street didn't see a plow until the Thursday after that. Kids walked in the road, ambulance took 40 minutes. Miss Delaney died at home, and the report said no one's in it. But I drive a truck for the city and I know the route sheets. And the route sheet had a detour that don't show up on the streets. His driveway was black before the first flake even fell. Councilman's driveway and the rest of us in hell. Councilman's driveway, clean as a church on a Sunday. Councilman's driveway, while the hill ain't seen a plow in a week. Snow on my mother, snow on the school, snow on the whole damn street. Councilman's driveway, black as a promise he keeps. I took a photograph, timestamp plate, and a street sign. Brought it to the paper, they said interesting, that's the last line. Brought it to the union, they said careful, that's your pension. Brought it to my wife and she said baby, please don't mention. Everybody knew, that's the thing about a small place. Everybody knows the map and nobody draws the map. 40 men with plows and the schedule made of favors. And the woman on the hill who couldn't wait on any neighbors. Councilman's driveway, clean as a church on a Sunday. Councilman's driveway, while the hill ain't seen a plow in a week. Snow on my mother, snow on the school, snow on the whole damn street. Councilman's driveway, black as a promise he keeps. So I plotted out his the hill, did it on my own time. Burned my own diesel for 11 hours in the nighttime. Got written up on Monday for the use of city equipment. Stood there in the office while they read me the indictment. Then the lady from the paper called and asked about the write-up. Turns out that's the story, not the driveway to write up. He resigned in April, small print, back page, no shame. And Mr. Laney's grandson learned to say my name. Councilman's driveway. Somebody else can keep it clean. Councilman's driveway. I got a heel in the diesel and the dream. Snow on my mother, snow on the school and the road where the road had been. Councilman's driveway. I never went back in. Yeah. Yeah. Bottle says take one, I've been taking 1.5. Doctor writes it clean so it don't feel like getting hassled. Started with my shoulder, then my shoulder started healing. Kept the script alive cause I got used to how it's feeling. 30 in October, 22 by the 11. Counting like a banker with a checkbook made of heaven. My girl counts them 2 now, she just does it when I'm sleeping. Puts them back the same way, so I don't know that she's keeping 9 milligrams sunrise. The day don't start till it does. 9 milligrams sunrise. I forgot who I was. Wake up soft, wake up slow. Wake up, oh, and what it costs. 9 milligrams sunrise. Tell me what it costs. Refill on the 14th, that's a lifetime and a half. Learn to stretch a Tuesday like a rubber band that lasts. Called it managing pain, but the pain moved out in April. Now I'm medicating mornings that were never even painful. Boss said I seen karma, that's the part that gets me sick. They don't hand you a warning when the medicine's the trick. Pharmacist knows my face better than my own damn brother. We don't say a word, we just nod at one another. 9 milligrams sunrise. The day don't start till it does. 9 milligrams sunrise. I forgot who I was. Wake up soft, wake up slow. Wake up, oh, and what it costs. 9 milligrams sunrise. Tell me what it costs. Yeah. She left the bottle full on the counter with a letter. Said I'm not gonna hide them, you're a grown man, do it better. And that's the cruelest mercy that a woman never gave me. Cause now it's me and 30 pills and nobody to blame me. Took one, sat there, watched the light come up the wall. Took the other 29 and flushed them down the hall. Hands shook so hard I had to hold them on my knees. First sunrise in 2 years that ever came for free. 9 milligrams sunrise. The day don't start till it does. 9 milligrams sunrise. I remember who I was. Wake up hard, wake up sick, wake up honest, what it costs. 9 milligrams sunrise. That's what it costs. Started as a school thing. Write a letter to the inside. Teacher said be careful.
and my mother said be kind. I was 12, he was 30, he was 22 years deep. Wrote back in a handwriting that was neater than my speech. Told me do the reading, told me algebra ain't the enemy. Told me what a bad decision costs in actual currency. 11 years of paper and a man I never met. Signed off every letter with the same line. Not yet. Cell block, pen pal, teaching me the outside from a room without a view. Cell block, pen pal, I got free 'cause of you. Ink on the paper, glue on the flap, a stamp and a Tuesday too. Cell block, pen pal, what am I gonna do? Yeah. Junior year, my cousin put a pistol in my palm. Said the money's easy, said the money's a phone call. I wrote it in a letter and I mailed it like confession. He sent 9 pages back and every page was the same lesson. Said the money is a loan and the interest is your life. Said I signed the same paper and the pen was a knife. Said don't come see me, don't you ever come and visit. I don't want you learning what this building does to a spirit. Cell block, pen pal, teaching me the outside from a room without a view. Cell block, pen pal, cell block, hey, pen pal, I got free, I got free 'cause of you. Ink on the paper, glue on the flap, a stamp and a Tuesday too. Cell block, pen pal, what am I gonna do? He got out in April, I was 31, he was 50. Stood in the parking lot and neither of us was ready. He was smaller than the handwriting, gray around the temple. Said your letters got me through, kid. And I said that's my line though. Now he sleeps in my back room and he can't sleep past 4. Sits up with the coffee reading everything he can't ignore. 22 years I'm not yet. And the man finally said now. And I'm teaching him the outside and I don't know how. Cell block, pen pal, I'm teaching you the outside and the outside. Strange too. Cell block, pen pal, we got free, both of us too. Ink on the paper, glue on the flap and a key in the Tuesday too. Cell block, pen pal, what are we gonna do? Car wash on the corner does 11 cars a day. Books say 47 and the difference is the play. Uncle Ray don't launder, that's a word for men in movies. Uncle Ray just runs a business with a generous amount of Tuesdays. I keep the ledger 16 years old with a ledger. Learned decimals in a back room off a man who called me clever. Every dollar in the drawer got a fingerprint on it. And the fingerprint ain't mine yet, but I'm learning how to own it. Money ain't clean, it just gets quiet after a while. Money ain't clean, it just learns how to smile. Soap on the hood, soap on the hands, soap on the in-between. Money ain't clean, it just gets cleanish. Cop comes through on Thursdays, gets his truck done for free. That ain't a bribe, that's a courtesy. That's what Ray says to me. Courtesy's a good word, holds a lot of weight for two. Covers everything from kindness to a thing you can't undo. I made honor roll in April, Ray put 20 in my hand. Said don't ever be the muscle, be the man who understands. So I understood the numbers till the numbers understood me. Now I dream in even columns and I wake up counting 3.
Money ain't clean.
It just gets quiet after a while.
Money ain't clean.
It just learns how to smile. Soap on the hood, soap on the hand, soap on the in-between.
Money ain't clean.
It just gets cleanish. Yeah. Feds took the car wash on a Tuesday in the rain. Ray went quiet in the backseat. Didn't say my name. Left me every ledger and a note that said burn it. 16 years of arithmetic. And a man who thought I'd earn it. I sat there with a lighter and the pages on my knee. And I thought about the 20. And the man who called me clever turned it in, all of it, every column, every day. They asked me why, I said because he taught me how to calculate.
Money ain't clean,
but a man can be if he tries. Oh,
money ain't clean,
and it never learned to lie. Soap on the hood, soap on the hand, soap on everything between.
Money ain't clean,
so I got clean. Whoa, money ain't clean. Yeah, I drove for the county, 22 an hour, no benefits. Moved the boxes from the schools to the clerk, and that's the whole of it. Tuesday night, November, and the rain came down in sheets. And a man I never met was standing at the loading bay with keys. Said take the Ridgeview boxes to the annex, not the clerk. And here's 100 for your trouble, and it's easier than words. I said the annex ain't a polling site. He said I know, that's the point. 900 votes asleep in a Buick, in a joint. Ballots in the trunk. And the trunk don't have a name. Ballots in the trunk. And tomorrow they'll explain. 900 people stood in line in the freezing rain. Ballots in the trunk. And it's raining just the same. I took the 100, say it plain. I took it and I drove. Not to the annex, to the clerk, but I took it and I know that's the part that don't wash off no matter how it ended. A man can do the right thing and still be the one offended. Ridgeview's 92% the folks, they don't count twice. That ain't a coincidence, that's a strategy with a price. Margin was 409, would've flipped the seat. And nobody ever printed one word about that street. Ballots in the trunk. And the trunk don't have a name. Ballots in the trunk. And tomorrow they'll explain. 900 people stood in line, oh, in the freezing rain. Ballots in the trunk. And it's
it's raining just the same. Kept 100 in an envelope for 6 years in a drawer. Serial numbers written down in the date and the hour when the grand jury came around. They wanted names and I had better. I had $100 bill in a Rainwall County letter. Prosecutor asked me why I never came forward sooner. I said, ma'am, I was a driver, and a driver ain't a rumor. He got 18 months, I got a layoff and a lesson. They don't jail you for the crime, they jail you for the confession. Ballots in the trunk. Now the trunk has got a name. Ballots in the trunk. And now I'm the one who came. 900 people stood in line, and they'll stand again. Ballots in the trunk. I put a name on the rain. Yeah, 4,000 people, one stoplight, and a $9 million road that goes from the mayor's brother's field to the mayor's brother's load. Council voted 5-0 on a Tuesday in the winter. Public comment lasted 90 seconds, cause nobody came in there. I'm the guy who comes every meeting, second row, with the folder and a pen and a reputation for being slow. They call me the gadfly find, I've been called worse by better. But I read the whole appendix, and page 40 had a letter. Small town, big envelope, everybody knows the shape. Small town, big envelope, and nobody's got a tape. 9 million for a mile, and a signature on a page. Small town, big envelope, and the envelope don't age. Engineering firm's address is a mailbox in the city. Principal's the mayor's college roommate. That ain't a conspiracy. That's a Tuesday, that's how it works in a place this size, where the conflict of interest form is a thing nobody signs. School's got a roof that leaks into the gymnasium. Nurse buys the bandages herself out of her own tuition. $9 million 1 mile to a field with 40 cows. And the vote was 5-0, and I'm the only one who's loud. Small town, big envelope, everybody knows the shape. Small town, big envelope, and nobody's got a tape. 9 million for a mile, and a signature on a page. Small town, big envelope, and the envelope don't age. Didn't take a reporter, took a librarian and a scanner. 14 months of minutes, every packet, every manner. A boring public document that nobody ever reads. And we put them all online for free, and then we let them breathe. Turns out boring is the weapon. Turns out sunlight is a scanner. Grand jury read our website. That's the whole entire answer. Mayor's brother sold the field. The road stops at a gate. And the gymnasium's got a roof, and I still sit in row 8. Small town, big envelope. Now the envelope's on the shelf. Small town, big envelope, and the town read it itself. 9 million for a mile, and a library and a shelf. Small town, big envelope, we opened it ourselves.
My mother got a ring light for her 62nd birthday. Now the woman who raised 4 kids is posting twice a Thursday. Smooth mode on her cheekbones, jawline sharp as her opinion. 62 years of living edited down to a filter's dominion. In the comments comment hundreds and she reads them all out loud. You look 30, you look stunning. Mama, please, that's a crowd of strangers with the keyboard and a habit and an angle. She said, baby, let me have it. And I couldn't find an angle. Filter on my mother, took the years right off her face. Filter on my mother, put the stranger in her place. I know every line she earned and I don't want one erased. Filter on my mother, give me back her face. Daddy left in 94, she worked the overnight, came home with her feet ruined, and still made the lunches right. Every line around her eyes got a night attached to it. Every gray hair is a bill she paid and never made a fit. So when the app takes them off her, it's not beauty, it's a robbery. It's a stranger telling mama that her whole life was a novelty. She said, you don't understand, I just wanna feel pretty. And that's the sentence that undid me in the middle of the city. Filter on my mother, took the years right off her face. Filter on my mother, put the stranger in her place. I know every line she earned and I don't want one erased. Filter on my mother, give me back her face. So I hired a photographer, a real one with the light. Told him don't you smooth the thing, shoot a Sunday, shoot it right. Put her in the blue dress, put her hands where you can see him. 62 years of a woman in the camera that believes it. She cried in the parking lot, said nobody ever asked to take a picture of her now instead of her in the past. Frames above her kitchen and the ring lights in the closet. She still posts on Thursdays, she just don't deposit. Filter on my mother, she don't need it anymore. Filter on my mother, that's her face and that's the war. Every line of night, every gray hair adore. Filter on my mother, I know what her face is for. Met her in the comments of a video I didn't post. She liked the way I typed, she said, and that should have been a ghost. 6 weeks of good morning and a voice note every night. Never once a video call, the connection's never right. She's in Valencia, then Dubai, then a layover in Rome. And every single city's got a reason she can't come home. I'm 41 divorced and I ain't been looked at in a decade. So I didn't ask the questions that a younger man made. She blocked the bank right after the bank said yeah. She blocked the bank and she blocked me. I guess 11,000
started, then a fine, then a lawyer. Every wire had a story, and a story got employer. My daughter said, Dad, please, just ask her for a video. I said, baby, she's a shy one. And my daughter said, oh, that oh is the sound of a kid outgrowing her father. And I heard it, and I sent 1,100 more that Saturday. Bank called on a Tuesday, said, sir, this pattern's known. And I defended her to a stranger on the phone. She blocked the bank right after the bank said yes. She blocked the bank and she blocked me. I guess $11,000 in a woman with an address. She blocked the bank and left the rest. Fraud unit put a face to it. 19 years old, 8 boy in a room with 40 others, and a script and a quota and a choice. Not a woman, not Valencia, not a shy one on a plane. A kid in a compound who got trafficked into running the same game. They showed me his photograph and I sat there and I broke. Not for 11,000 for the 6 weeks that I spoke. Somebody made him say good morning to me every day. We were both somebody's product and we both got sold away. She blocked the bank, but she never was a she. She blocked the bank, and they never set him free. $11,000 in a boy I'll never see. She blocked the bank, and the bank blocked me.
And the number in the app says 82. Rinse 1,100 and the math ain't gonna move. Drove 11 hours for 111. App took 30% and called it customer convenience. So the winter coat, so the console, so the ring. Kept the booze because you can't go to an interview and nothing. Cousin said the corner pays 1,000 for a Saturday. And I said no on Monday. And by Thursday, I said maybe. Rent week turns a good man to a calculator. Rent week, every no becomes a later. $82 and a landlord in a day on the paper. Rent week, I'll be good again in a week or later. Donated plasma Tuesday, that's illegal 45. They give you cookies after like a child that stayed alive. Sold my mother's necklace to a man behind the counter. He offered 90, I said please and please, got me 100. Landlord's not a monster, he's a man with his own paper. He said I got a mortgage, son, same trap, different layer. And that's the thing they never say about the bottom of the ladder. There ain't no villain in the room, and it don't make it any better. To a calculator. Rent week, every no becomes a later. $82 and a landlord in a day on the paper. Rent week, I'll be good again in a week or later. Thursday night I'm in the car outside my cousin's building. $1,000 for a Saturday in the bag and the feeling. Phone rings, it's the shop, the one from 3 weeks prior. It said the guy we hired quit. Can you start Monday at $4 over minimum benefits at 90 days. I said yes so fast, I think I said it twice, both ways. Drove on past the corner and I didn't even slow.
my cousin is still out there, and I still don't know. I'm a man again on Monday, and my cousin's still on Sunday. $82 in a phone call and a wage. I got out by an hour and a page. Yeah. 200,000 following and 11 in the bank. That's the whole equation, and there ain't nobody to thank. Rented the apartment for the light, not for the living. Sleep on the mattress in the room I never film, and that's the business. Brand deal pays in products, so my cupboard's full of powder that turns water into wellness for $100 an hour. Girl at the coffee shop said, oh my God, you're him. Then I counted change for the medium and watched her face go dim. Verified and broke, that's a check mark in a coat. Verified and broke, and a landlord and a note. Everybody thinks I made it and I let them and I float. Verified and broke, then the boat ain't got a boat. Hey, cousin asked to borrow 40 and I had to say I can't, and he laughed cause he was sure I was joking, and I let him laugh. That's the tax nobody mentions on a life inside a rectangle. You can't ever be struggling cause the struggle breaks the angle. Posted from a hotel lobby that I walked into for free. Posted from a rental car I gave back at 3. Every photograph's a promise that the next one has to cover, and the interest on the promises you turn into a stranger. Verified and broke, that's a check mark in a coat. Verified and broke, and a landlord and a note. Everybody thinks I made it and I let them and I float. Verified and broke, and the boat ain't got a boat. So I filmed the empty fridge, not a bit, not a joke. Filmed the shut off notice in the mattress in the coat. Said, hey, I've been lying to you people for 2 years. This is what it looks like. And I hit post with my ears ringing like a struck bell, waiting on the slaughter. Woke up to 11,000 messages of water. Half of them said me too, half of them said thank you. Lost 40,000 followers, kept the ones who saw through. Verified and broke, I don't need the check mark now. Verified and broke, I said the quiet part out loud. Everybody thought I made it and I told them and I'm proud. Verified and broke, and I finally got a crowd. Yeah, 200 200,000 follow, 200,000 following, and that 200,000 following, and 11 in the bank. 200,000 following, 200,000 following, and then 11 in the bank. 200,000 following, and 11 in the bank. That's the whole equation, and there ain't nobody to thank. Rented the apartment for the light, not for the living. Sleep on the mattress in a room I never film, and that's the business. Brand deal pays in products, so my cupboard's full of powder that turns water into wellness for $100 an hour. Girl at the coffee shop said, oh my God, you're him. Then I counted change for the medium and watched her face go dim. Verified and broke, that's a check mark in the